Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Richard Ellis, Executive Director of My529, to discuss what it means for 529 plans, with many questioning the value of college education today. Richard, it is great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thanks, Jill. It's great to see you again.
You got it. And of course, that question of the value of a college education that's happening today, what does that mean for 529 plans going forward?
529 plans have always been thought of as college savings plans. I think we need to change the narrative on that and really think of them, how they can be used, because they're rather flexible. I think we all realize that gaining greater education and skills beyond high school help lead to a greater earnings potential. So think of registered apprenticeship programs are now eligible for 529 plans. We're starting at junior colleges. There are just many options out there that you can use that aren't just four-year college degrees that get you training skills and prepare you for a career.
What are 529 plans wanting that is difficult to achieve?
There's two things that come to mind to me. One is we would love to get some type of incentive for employers, some tax incentive at a federal level, for if they matched a contribution to an employee's 529 plan, they could get that a deduction. A second thing that we're thinking that I think a lot of plans are struggling with is, how do I get more technology? We're still antiquated in a lot of things that we do. It's going to take a capital investment, and getting record keepers to help make that investment, I think, is another important step for plans to move forward.
What's new with My529?
We've had a couple of things that we've launched just in the last month, and one that's coming up next month. We refer to it as My529 Access. It's a discovered logo prepaid card that you can move your money directly from your 529 account to this card, be it a virtual card or a physical card, distributed to your beneficiary, and they can use that to make those purchases for books, computers, other types of supplies if they're living off campus, to be able to pay for some of their housing expenses. So we think that's a way where you can have all of those expenses in one account that's only for qualified education expenses, to help tracking those expenses be easier. A second thing we just launched earlier this week is on our gifting platform, the ability to make a contribution with a debit card. We were hoping to get a credit card, but one of the card networks wasn't willing to go that far yet into an investment account. But we've got this new platform where you can make a contribution. We have set dollar amounts. There's a slight fee that goes with it. But we think that's a way for a very convenient way for people to make gifts into someone else's 529 plan. And next month, we've contracted with a third-party vendor that's going to help us make electronic payments directly to institutions. Right now, it's a check process. We cut a check, we mail it, gets to the bursar's office, they have to post it. All that takes time, sometimes up to 2 weeks or even more. And so if we could get that into to the bursar's office and recorded within 3 or 4 business days, that would be a huge step forward.
It certainly would, wouldn't it, Richard? Appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.